This the question. Young Nudy, you doing your thing. Savage, you doing your thing. You take it back. 2006, just take it back. Would you have signed or you would have stayed independent?
I signed late, though. I ain't signed early. He signed late, too. We already had, like, plaques and shit. Like, I had a platinum album before I signed my deal. See what I'm saying? So
you had a platinum album, independent. You owned your shit, you publishing and everything.
Yes, I own my masters.
Okay.
I own my masters right now. Every song you ever heard.
No heart, everything.
I own it.
A lot.
My split, I got a 70-30 split with my label. I get 70, they get 30. I own all my masters. So my deal ain't no deal where it's like, damn, I wish I was independent. You see what I'm saying? I make money. I make more money off my album sales than I do off touring. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of rappers, most of their money come from touring. I make more money off my album sales and my music sales than I do off touring.
So you passed the game down to Nudy because 2015 you had a song.
We learned at the same time.
Y'all learned at the same time. So y'all was trading game.
Yeah, we learned at the same time.
You in the same position, Nudy, where you own your shit. You own.
I don't know, man. Shit.
Ooh, god damn. How old is you, Nudy?
28.
28, young cat. Owning this shit, old niggas, you gotta get beat down in the game before that shit revert back to you.
Nah, but we learned from all the OGs who fucked up, who ain't do it the right way.
Who directly gave you the game though? Was it somebody directly in Atlanta or?
I think it was just all of us, like my whole crew, just like us, just seeing shit, watching interviews, watching niggas speak on how they can't get their music in this movie because somebody else on it, masters, different type of shit, or just watching a nigga like. Watch a nigga jump the gun. Like, I done been around other rappers and we was at the same spot at the same time and they jumped the gun and went and signed a deal for $200,000 because they ain't have enough leverage. So I waited till I had enough leverage to go in there and say, hey, I want this much money for this album. I'm giving y'all this much and I'm keeping all this type shit.
Do you ever think about selling your masters and cashing out?
I don't know. I really wouldn't. I feel like that's like some shit you pass down for generations type shit. But then again, if a motherfucker come and say, hey, Savage, I got $1 billion for your masters, the motherfucker's gone.
Right.
But what about 500?
500 million?
Yeah.
I probably take 500 million. I can't even lie.
Because that's some shit you can pass
Nigga
down
come from
to.
the trenches, man.
I always wonder when we breaking this stuff down if people really paying attention, really listening. Based off the views and the subscribers and comments, it seems like that. But I always wonder if artists who are going to do something listen. And when I hear somebody like 21 Savage say, just watching interviews and picking up the game from the OGs over the years is what helped me make the smart decision. That's how I know that the content we putting out is really planting seeds. Because the Group 82 tree is great, but I want y'all to grow y'all own trees. And I just hope that one of these videos was a part of it. So if I've helped you make some money, if I've educated you on the game, hit like, hit share, comment, follow, subscribe, and save, because I'm going to give y'all 3 points that I want you to take away from this 21 Savage interview with $1 million worth of game, because he gave y'all a lot of music business gems and a lot of music industry secrets. Y'all stay locked in.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here we got 21 Savage exposing how much he would sell his masters for. No fluff, we're gonna get right to it. Number one thing I want you to take away from this video is that you always need to get the lion's share of royalties. What does lion's share mean? I don't know the background of that term. Y'all wanna put it up on the screen or you wanna go look it up? Probably some Greek mythology. I ain't cussing one of these in a while. Bullshit! But I'm not sure. So lion's share means that you get the majority. And in 21 Savage's deal with his record label, he has lion's share of the royalties. He gets 70%, they keep 30%. The royalties are your traditional royalties that come with that, blah, blah. This is what you always need to do. You need to always make sure you have the lion's share, because if you have the lion's share of something, you're gonna care about that more than the other person. In the record business, in the music industry, even when the labels have the lion's share, they're still not gonna care about your music like you do. So you need to make sure you always have the lion's share of the royalties. This gives you a lot of leverage. This makes sure that you're gonna get your money on time when the songs are getting sold. And something he said right here that y'all really need to pay attention to, he said he makes more money from his album sales than he does when he go on the road. I got a T-Pain video where he's talking about Clarence Sam samples. And he talks about how he will give away 100% of the publishing to his songs because he knows he's going to be on the road making $60,000 a show. I talked about how I felt about that. Y'all want to write how y'all feel about that in the comments? Go right ahead. But what 21 Savage said right here is poignant and the reason why you need to own your royalties. And point number 2, always own your publishing. I don't care what happens with you and anything in the music business. Promise me this. Promise me this. Every single duck and swan in the pond watching this. Promise me this. You will always keep your publishing. The publishing is your idea. For the record, you came up with that. You wrote those lyrics. You need to own your thoughts. The fact we can even quantify this is insane, but you need to own your thoughts. Because when you own your thoughts, can't nobody else use them without your permission. Even if they own the masters, they still got to get your permission to use the publishing because you own the publishing because they got a broker to deal with you. Always, always own your publishing. It's what 21 Savage does here. He has a lion's share, 70-30 split of the royalties. He owns his publishing, and they asked him how much would he sell his masters for, and he said around $1 billion, possibly $500 million, which leads me to point number 3. This is the only case that I think somebody should sell their masters. If you're gonna get so much damn money that it's generational wealth, where anybody who has your last name going forward will be considered royalty, you need to sell them goddamn masters. Now, do I think this is the best business decision as I lean back in this chair that is a piece of shit from Home Depot? I hope it doesn't break. No, I don't think this is the best business decision. But a lot of us don't have $1 billion. We don't have $500 million. We don't have $10 million. A lot of us don't have $100,000. Some of us don't have $50,000, $10,000. We ain't got no money. So if somebody's offering you $1 billion for your masters, yes, you're not gonna own it anymore. Yes, they're probably gonna make $20 billion off of them, but you've got $1 billion. The amount of things that you can do with $1 billion and invest it and set up trust and put in crypto or whatever it is you wanna do, man, that's life-changing money. The reason I always tell y'all to keep y'all masters, because the likelihood somebody gonna offer you $1 billion is slim to none. 500 million, 100 million, unless you get to Lil Wayne's level or something, I just don't see that happening. The reason you need to keep your masters is because if you get signed to a label and you keep your masters and you keep your publishing, yes, you're splitting the royalties with them and they might charge you for some other stuff, but once they drop you, you still own everything. If you signed all that away, they're going to drop you. You're going to be performing these songs to try to feed your family, but they own the publishing and they own the masters, so they're going to be getting all the back end money. It's like you're getting robbed. You literally will be working for the label for the rest of your life. But when you get the lion's share of the royalties, point number 1, when you own your publishing, point number 2, you're in a really good position to take care of your family, barring some massive valuation for your masters. So keep everything that comes out of your head as much as you possibly can. But in some cases, it does make sense to sell legs of your business if it can create generational wealth. What do y'all think? Should 21 Savage sell his masters? Would you ever sell your masters? Should you keep them forever? Should you sell your publishing and royalties, or should you just be independent doing it all on your own? Let me know in the comments. For those of you that are independent, y'all know how to market your music. The course is going crazy. Had a great weekend. Had 20 people sign up. Why didn't you? Because you don't want to win. They do. We're about to start having testimonials. You're going to see what's popping with the course. But in the meantime, you can go and get the course right now for only 1 monthly payment. If you go and click the link in the bio right now, it's going to take you to the course. Pay your 1 monthly payment. You got access through PayPal credit, something we just implemented. Super, super dope. You can pay the course over the next 8 weeks as opposed to paying for the full price right now. Go click the link in the bio. If you're on Instagram, click the link up top and enroll. You on YouTube, click the link in the box and enroll. Mouth to pond. Y'all stay true.
Scroll, 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 scroll.
Group82University.com.